2.8, where we're trying to get what century we're in. Essentially, what we want to do, given a year as a positive integer, find the respective number of the century. Note that, for example, the 20th century began in 1901. And so the 20th century also includes the year 2000, which is 20, which is interesting. So let's see how that one works. Basically, we want to take our input and what do we want to do with it? Well, we want to get the value over here and kind of want to round up. So what we want to do is, what we'd like to do is divide by 100 and round up if any rounding needs to be done. Or sorry, round down if any rounding needs to be done. And if no rounding needs to be done, we don't need to round at all. So let's take a look at this. If we say that, let's call it year, century is essentially equal to year divided by 100. And maybe we want to do integer division. And we want to print century. Let's run our program. And let's say 2000. We get, oh, that's odd. Let's see this again. 2000. And we get 20. If we do 1901, ooh, unfortunately it's rounding down. So what we want to do is round up if there's something to round up, actually, right? Because this has to be 20th century. So how did we round up before? Do you guys remember? Well, we basically did the following. We multiplied this by -1, multiplied the year, right? And then we multiplied the whole thing after it was done by -1. If you remember why, is because what we want to do is we want to do 1901, right, times, what happened, it rounded down, times -1. And that gives us -1, right? And then what we want to do, what we want to do is say 1901 times -1, and when we divide by 100, for that, excuse the noise, it goes and rounds down. And then what we want to do is, it rounds down, but the absolute value of it, if we multiply by -1, we end up getting, we have to multiply the whole thing by -1. Sorry. Multiply this whole thing by -1. Whoops. We end up getting 20. And if we run that, run our tests, we'll find that, in fact, why is it taking so long? Stop that. Run our tests. We will find that, in fact, they all pass. All right, that's how 2.8 is done.